The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Ultra. Black shot. Hey.
From the 29, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Strike, check, strike, striker, 3 pressure, 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Grant. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And the Panthers have recovered.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Here we go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, confused. Ready?
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Play action, now it's Tua. Out to his left. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. He's got it. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
That caught by Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Waddle now to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Swift going to try up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double 38. Green.
Tua sets up to pass it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, Grant. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Grant. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Off the play fake. Grant.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Grant. There's Trimble, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Grant completes a Mooney on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st down, Grant throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's a... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Grant on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Drill 52.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, check mega. Run the ball. Run the ball. Ready?
On 2nd down, Swift.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cross, 10. Black walk.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7.
Right through.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grant.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Grant. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Grant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On play action, here's Tua.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Throwing on 1st down. Grant. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Darnell Mooney.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Shot, 17. Silver black. 52 blaster.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, Grant taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st down, Grant. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Moore. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Looking to throw. Grant. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Grant. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it 24-13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ready, set. Going to be well. Right, 90 seconds.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, here we go. Red, cycle. Clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ready. 10 cycles. Green back. Cross it.
2 and now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender
Why is he
stayed
doing
calm,
that shit?
stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on 1st down. Grant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's just gonna early. Yeah, it's not gonna compete with Destroyer energy.
Unlimited energy. Does this android have any chance of beating such a fearsome foe? Only 5 cents remain in the Tournament of Power. Next time on Dragon Ball Super.
The defense can stack it twice more as they take a knee here.
I was just on Jiren and expecting Jiren as like the last hope. I really did underestimate Toph because I didn't know he had destroyed.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Stories of you and your girls is all I hear. Who do you fuck in the city when I'm not? Stories of you and your girls is all I hear. Who do you fuck in the city when I'm not there? Stories of you and your girls is all I hear. Who do you fuck in the city when I'm not there? Stories of you and your girls is all I hear. I took the walk to Poland. Who do you fucking?
I be fresh as fuck when I hit the scene. Everybody know me. 40 tucks in my city jeans. I'm so fucking low key. All honest. Finna go get some green. It's another show week. It's a show week. Out the 7 days, I gotta pick up 40. Mama told me, baby, get you some sleep. Gotta turn down more slow, please. Look how beautiful you are today.
Sit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Play with my balls and tell me how big they are.
When I see you, I go nuts. Please, baby girl, let me touch on them cocoa nuts. Let me get the milk with a cocoa puff. Feeling kind of freaky, get the I go home right when I hit the scene. I hit the scene. I be fresh as fuck when I hit the scene. Everybody know me. Yes. Yes. Come on.
Back in the murder, I've been getting groovy out here. Back in the murder, I've been getting groovy out here.
Form shake.
If I like it,
Hey, everybody lit, can't put our fire out. Hey, as soon as it pop, bro, pull that fire out. Hey, first time coming to my house.
Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
All right, guys, we're back with another Pokemon opening. We're going to make Tank Bad Boy open. All right. Looking nice. We got Lost Origin. There you go. There you go.
Hey, Daddy! Hey.
Hell yeah. I had a lot of people ask me to start a podcast. Hi, drivers. Y'all probably seen my other videos. I'm going to make this video specifically for the people that follow me who drive a truck. Y'all know how much Trucker's Path just sucks. I mean, it just totally sucks. And anybody who's ever used Trucker's Path knows that Trucker's Path sucks. But there's a new app coming out called Haul Hero. It's not out yet, but it's going to be out real soon. I think September the 12th is whenever they're supposed to release it. And the initial release is going to be designed more toward the owner-operators. And no, I'm not getting paid for this.
You want to know? I think I need to drink some milk.
I think you need to drink some milk.
I just got to like, I don't like sitting down and I like got up on the fast. I need to fast like my fast.
You getting old.
Like I feel like I could tell myself to fall in my head like
You getting old. What milk got to do with it though? You got a lot of hair. Yeah, Ali. And look at me telling you. Now you got more hair than me though. You got a lot of hair. No, I can't.
please.
I love how you walk away saying she gonna do it.
Please.
Oh my God. You can warm up your own bagel in the kitchen. Yeah, no.
I can't grab my phone.
Nah, nigga.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm disappointed. I'm upset, confused. But I can't say I didn't see this coming. I feel like a Kanye fan right now. First and 10, guys. We are 17-3. All right, take a look at Peter. Got the same problem as Josh Gordon. All right, can't get off the hash. Take a look at the receiver. Wide open like a Simp's nose. Look at him waving like 360 Jeezy. All right, the quarterback throws up a lame duck, or a Cliff Kingsbury, if you will. All right, so we got a real chance. Like I love New York season 1. But he just steps in front of y'all like a yard show, comes down with it like a cold. You just let him in like the Holy Spirit. Touchdown. All right, throw it to the tight end, right? This would be a routine tackle, all right? Just get him on the ground. All right, take a look at Jacobs. All right, I'm scared. This guy's bigger than me, stronger than me, faster than me. He saw Black Adam opening weekend. So I piss down my leg, put my head down, and grab ankles like my mama. 36-yard game. All right, hey, guys, read option. right? We got a guy for the running back and a guy for the quarterback. All right, so we should be smooth sailing. All right, that's what the captain of the Titanic said, right? Look at Charles, whiff like a bloodhound. All right, we was just up. Not even caught up to us like the IRS did the Wesley Snipes. Touchdown. All right, it's the fourth quarter, right? Once again, read options, right? Take a look at Davis, all right? Overruns the gap like cheap sweaters and khakis, right? Look at him getting pushed back like a drawer. And the quarterback goes untouched like your mama's dry-ass potato salad at the cookout. Touchdown.
Man, he was holding me. Man, the ref screwed us that whole game.
All right, Davis, I don't want to hear none of that.
Bitch, bend over.
You really would. Reflection.
Y'all ain't out here to play with nobody on their field. Y'all understand? Yes, sir. Everybody lined up in front of you is fucking second grade. Same grade as you, same age as you. Big, small, you bust their ass. Do y'all understand? Yes, sir. Say, bro, you drop your nuts, play with 100% effort, and play with your goddamn heart. Do y'all understand? Yes, sir. Lock in, hey, lock your ass in, bro. Make sure they don't drop them hoes on the turf. Make sure they don't drop them snakes on the turf.